I got my buddy Steve Basic in the studio today.
Howdy.
And we are talking about a brand new series that Steve is working on right now. The house is actually in the framing stage, but as of right now, you can go to the website, thebuildshow.com, and see the Forever Home series. Episode 1 has dropped. One of the things that's so interesting about your series in particular, and I'm going to relay this back to job sites I've been on with you, is that there is a certain amount of surprise education that I've gotten that I didn't expect. And here's an example, like the multi-gen on a budget project. I got to visit that project. I watched the series. And the first time I heard about it, I was like, multi-generation, I'm probably not going to build a house like that. So why would I watch this? And then you get into it and you realize there's so much good building science. There's so many good, like the part about being on a budget. You had a homeowner that was also the builder. Yeah. The air tightness details were some things I hadn't seen before on that house. The issue of living with kind of a house above another house where you had this multi-gen. I just learned so much for that series, even though I wasn't building a multi-generational house in the short term and was like, oh, I got to watch everything about this because that's exactly what I want to build. This one, on the other hand, I think when we think about Forever Home, any builder who's in their 40s is already either thinking about it or as a client who goes, hey, I want to build my forever home. Yeah. So I suspect there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs, things that you don't expect on the series. Would you let us peek under the covers on one or two things that you think are going to be interesting learning on this?
Very much. The one thing that I'm really concentrating on here is to understand why are we making the decisions we made, right? And I'll give you an example. We're using a Rockwool Comfort Board 80 on the outside of our foundation as protection board to the waterproofing.
Okay.
Does it drain water? It does. Is it the best drainage of water? No, not even close. If you pour water on it, eventually it'll make its way down to the bottom or it'll dry out.
But it's not. Whoosh.
Right. But I shot a video, and I'm going to leave the why, but we've fully outlined why I'm comfortable to put that type of mat up against the waterproofing.
You got to stay tuned to watch that.
Yeah. So you have to watch it because it's a question about risk and how do we mitigate risk. Right. And I talk about the decisions that were behind the decision of using that product on the wall that allows it to be an okay decision.
Yeah, and that's a site-specific decision, too, that you're going to see. I actually know the answer on this one already. Yeah, we talked about this the other day. Very
site-specific. And it's the same with framing and such. Why does the floor plan look the way it does? Why does the framing? Why is it a trimmable floor joist?
It's pretty awesome.
Right?